Being in a couple changes you in ways most people never consciously examine. It doesn't just affect how you spend your time or who you sleep next to. It slowly reshapes how you think, how you regulate your emotions, how you see yourself, and how you make decisions. And because these changes happen quietly, many people enter relationships without realizing the impact it will have on who they become. When you are single, your inner world is mostly self-contained. Your routines, your moods, your ambitions, and your silence belong to you. When you enter a couple, your emotional system becomes shared. Not merged completely, but influenced. Another person's stress can affect your calm. Their fears can trigger yours. Their habits can strengthen you, or slowly weaken you, depending on how aligned you are. For many people, being in a couple brings stability. There is comfort in shared responsibility, emotional support, and the feeling of being seen. A healthy relationship can soften life's edges. It can help regulate emotions, reduce loneliness, and create a sense of belonging that feels deeply human. In this sense, being in a couple can help both men and women grow, when the relationship is grounded, respectful, and emotionally mature. But the same structure that provides stability can also create dependency. When identity begins to orbit around the relationship, something subtle shifts. Decisions are no longer made from clarity, but from fear of loss. Silence becomes uncomfortable. Independence feels threatening. Over time, some people stop asking who they are becoming and focus instead on preserving the relationship at all costs. This is where many people confuse being in a couple with being complete. A relationship can add to your life, but it cannot replace your inner structure. When someone enters a couple hoping to be fixed, saved, or validated, the relationship becomes a crutch instead of a partnership. And crutches weaken muscles that were meant to carry you. Men and women often experience this differently, but the effect is similar. Some men lose their direction, ambition, or discipline when a relationship becomes their emotional center. Some women lose their voice, boundaries, or sense of self when harmony becomes more important than honesty. These are not failures of love. They are signs of imbalance. A couple does not automatically make you stronger. It amplifies what is already there. If you are grounded, disciplined, and self-aware, a relationship can deepen those qualities. If you are avoidant, insecure, or disconnected from yourself, a relationship often intensifies those patterns instead of healing them. This leads to an uncomfortable but necessary question: are we meant to be in a couple, or have we simply been taught that we should be? Society often presents relationships as the default path to fulfillment. Being single is framed as a phase, something temporary, something to fix. But not everyone thrives in the same structure at the same time. Some people grow best alone. Solitude allows them to build discipline, clarity, and self-trust without compromise. Others grow best in partnership, where reflection, communication, and shared effort push them to mature. Neither path is superior. What matters is whether the structure supports your growth or slowly erodes it. Being ready for a couple has less to do with age or desire and more to do with inner stability. Can you sit with yourself without distraction? Can you regulate your emotions without outsourcing them? Can you hold boundaries without guilt? If the answer is no, a relationship will likely become a place of tension rather than growth. This doesn't mean you must be perfect to be in a couple. It means you must be conscious. A healthy couple is not two halves completing each other. It is two whole individuals choosing to walk together without losing themselves. That choice requires awareness, not romance. There are seasons in life where being in a couple accelerates growth. And there are seasons where being alone is necessary to rebuild structure, discipline, and identity. Problems arise when people ignore the season they are in and force themselves into a role that doesn't fit. So the real question is not, should I be in a couple? The real question is, does this structure help me become more honest, more grounded, and more responsible, or does it help me avoid myself? The answer to that question is deeply personal, and it can change over time. Being in a couple is not a requirement for a meaningful life. And being single is not a failure. Both states are tools. Both can heal. Both can harm. What matters is whether you are using them consciously or unconsciously. If this reflection resonates with you, this channel explores these questions in depth. From relationships and solitude, to discipline, character, and personal growth built in calm, honest ways. If you want content that helps you understand yourself more clearly, whether alone or with someone, consider subscribing to the channel. Not to tell you what to choose, but to help you choose with awareness.